Oh y'all, it looks like 50 Cent is out here getting dragged once again, and this time it's not just by his usual enemies. Word on the street is that Lil Meech and A$AP Rocky have officially checked him over some shady business moves, and fans are calling him a cheap traitor. Now we all know 50 loves to play puppet master in the industry, but it looks like the people around him are not feeling his antics anymore. So what did he do to get called out this time, and why are Lil Meech and A$AP Rocky involved? So the drama popped off when Big Meech was spotted hanging out with 50's longtime rival Rick Ross. Y'all know 50 wasn't gonna let that slide. He straight up accused Big Meech of being a rat and started throwing major shade, even hinting that he had some tea from Tammy Cowens, one of the producers on the BMF docuseries. But he didn't stop there, he even threatened to cut Lil Meech from his role in the BMF show. Now Lil Meech wasn't trying to let that happen, so he hit 50 up trying to explain himself via text, but instead of keeping it private, 50 went full petty king and aired those texts out for everybody to see. And to make things even messier, all of this was happening right before Big Meech's Welcome Back concert, which, get this, was headlined by Rick Ross. Yeah, that Rick Ross, the same 150 can't stand.
February 13th, the Big Meech home.
But little did we expect things to take quite a dramatic turn after this move from 50. He took things way further just a couple of days ago. According to 50, he had to personally send Lil Meech to rehab because he was allegedly getting too lit on the BMF set. Now whether this is fact or just 50 being messy. So this all went down on February 19th when 50 hopped on Instagram, as he does, and dropped a bombshell. He claimed Lil Meech was high as hell on set and even threw up mid-weapons tests, and apparently it was actor Russell Hornsby who first clocked something was off. Then somebody named Ian, whoever that is, spilled the tea that Lil Meech had whippets, yeah, those little nitrous oxide canisters stashed in his truck. Now here's where it gets funny. 50 Cent straight up admitted he didn't even know what whippets were. He was out here thinking it was the stuff in BB guns, not 50 exposing himself while trying to expose Lil Meech. But wait, it doesn't stop there. 50 also suggested that Big Meech might not have been feeling how close he was getting to Lil Meech. Apparently 50 was trying to steer Lil Meech away from drugs and reckless spending, but Big Meech wasn't having it. Lil Meech's response: silence. As of now, Lil Meech hasn't said a word about these claims, and considering how heated things already are between 50 and Big Meech, this just adds more fuel to the fire. And let's not forget, this whole thing kicked off when 50 accused Big Meech of being a rat earlier this month. 50 and Big Meech's beef popped off when Big Meech was seen in a video with none other than Rick Ross, and y'all already know Rick Ross and 50 do not get along. But this wasn't just any casual link up, they were promoting a Welcome Back concert. Now 50 clearly wasn't feeling it because right after that, he came out swinging. Just a few days later, 50 was on Instagram wildin'. He straight up posted a rat emoji, basically calling Big Meech a snitch. And just to make things worse, he hinted that Tammy Cowens, a former BMF associate turned government informant, was about to spill even more tea in a tell-all documentary. Of course, Big Meech wasn't just gonna let that slide. He jumped on Instagram with a bold response.
I wasn't gonna address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
But did that shut 50 up? Of course not. 50 came right back with, "You tricked Cuff off the streets, ninja. You told Tammy to tell, bitch." Now, whether he's talking facts or just being petty as usual, one thing's for sure, this beef is personal. And if that wasn't enough, 50 even tried to stir the pot between Big Meech and his son, Lil Meech. He claimed Big Meech wasn't doing a damn thing to support Lil Meech's acting career, basically trying to cause some father-son drama on top of everything else. Now, this feud isn't just between 50 and Big Meech anymore. Rick Ross has been dragged into it, Lil Meech's name is all up in the mix, and 50 is not letting up on these accusations. And y'all already know, when 50 gets going, he does not stop. And let's be real, this isn't the first time 50 has gone on a social media rampage, but this time he's going for blood. Whether it's calling Big Meech a snitch, clowning Lil Meech, or throwing shade at Rick Ross, he's making sure everybody feels the heat. But at the same time, some people are wondering if he's just doing the most to stay relevant. After all, 50 loves to insert himself into drama, and with him pushing that upcoming BMF docuseries, folks can't help but wonder, is this all just a promo stunt? We've seen 50 Cent's name being brought up after that Meech concert got canceled. cancelled, which kind of tells us that he is in fact still relevant. As soon as the concert was cancelled, fans and social media were quick to connect the dots. With 50 and Big Meech beefing hard, it didn't take long for the speculation to run wild. A lot of people immediately said, yo, 50 did this. After all, when you've got two big names like that at odds, you know things are gonna get messy. But 50, being 50, didn't stay quiet for long. He took to Instagram to shut down the rumors and make it clear that he wasn't behind it. In a post he said, "I had nothing to do with this. Please stop calling my phone. I sincerely hope you have a nice day today. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm stronger than you think I am." Okay, 50. But wait, was that a straight up denial? Or was there a little sarcasm in there? Because 50 wasn't done. He followed up with a comment saying, "Nobody ever called me an unforeseen circumstance before." Talk about a shady response. But let's not pretend like the internet wasn't already on fire with reactions. Social media was eating this up, with people claiming things that the devil works hard but 50 Cent works harder. And honestly, it's not hard to see why people are saying that. This is 50 Cent we're talking about. The man has influence, and when he's beefing with you, things can go left real fast. What really adds fuel to the fire here is that 50 had actually predicted there would be issues with the concert. Yep, that's right. He had been calling out the possibility of problems way before the cancellation even happened, which made fans even more suspicious that he might be pulling strings behind the scenes. Now let's be clear, there's no hard proof that 50 is behind this cancellation, but with all the beef going on and 50's history of flexing his industry power, it's easy to see why so many people think he might have had a hand in it. Either way, the fact that 50's name is at the center of the conversation just goes to show that when it comes to feuds, drama, and influence, 50 Cent always manages to stay in the spotlight. And honestly, with all this talk about who's pulling the strings, it's going to be interesting to see if this situation blows up even more, or if it dies down. One thing's for sure, when 50 Cent is involved, it's never boring. Either way, the beef between Meech and 50 is getting uglier by the day, and it doesn't look like it's dying down anytime soon. So what do y'all think? Is 50 just being extra, or does he know something we don't? Sound off in the comments and make sure you check out this next video.